everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Confidence is never a question when it comes to wide receivers, and these two are no different. It's the Eagles going up against the Patriots. So let's get you up to Foxborough as we check in with our commentators, Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New England Patriots. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attack.
It was the Eagles that shocked the Patriots in Foxborough last year. Who will get the upper hand here as we're underway on EA Sports? This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now we get a look at New England and Tom Brady coming off just their second loss of the season. Seattle beat him 31-24. And something interesting in that game, Tom Brady threw an interception. The Patriots, that's news. The Patriots had not thrown an interception all year, 258 passes without doing so.
And that would mean Jimmy Garoppolo, Jacoby Brissett. I know people thought Julian Edelman might eventually end up being the guy who's going to throw the ball, but he hasn't so far this year. That is an absolutely amazing, astounding stat. 258 passes before the first interception, spread over 3 quarterbacks.
And with Gronkowski, the buzz after the Seahawks game was that fourth down fade pattern. Was it the right call? Did Cam Chancellor hold? What did you see?
I have a lot of people that I work with that go crazy whenever they see a fade ball. They're like, that play never works. But I don't believe that to be true. I think that it's a very effective play when run correctly. And the problem that they had on that play, Gronk was being defended by Cam Chancellor, who is also a big body safety. They're like two mastodons in the end zone. I'm glad that there was no flag. Let them work it out themselves. Incomplete.
Amendola catching it left side. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
On 3rd and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to find some space for Dion Lewis there. And now it's 4th down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't get that done on that play.
So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field, and that's got to give them hope that good things are in store here today.
So the Philadelphia Eagles now 4-0 at home after their win over the Falcons. And Carson Wentz, the rookie, over 200 yards, 231 in that game. No touchdowns, no interceptions, but that was a big win for Philly.
A mammoth win for them because in recent weeks, they've been close, but couldn't close the deal. So for Carson Wentz as a starting quarterback, you know your record. Hey, how did you do? Winning this game late was a big deal for him and the Eagles.
On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Matthews was a big story in their win over the Falcons. His first 100-yard game for the Eagles since week 3 of last year. He finished with 109, 2 touchdowns, too.
And just last week, there was a lot of speculation that Darren Sproles had passed him as the lead ball carrier. But Doug Peterson, the head coach, had assured us that, hey, Ryan Matthews is still the guy. And we found evidence of that this past week. An excellent game for him. Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, he really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he connects with Ertz. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory.
When the big guy rumbles down the center of the field and he gains leverage on a guy trying to cover him, it is really, really tough for the defender to get through him to make a play on the football. That's why guys love to throw that route. Down the middle, throw it deep, and let the big guy go get it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ryan Matthews, 14 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Charles, we probably need to give a tip of the cap to this Eagles defense, what they did holding the league's best offense in Atlanta in check in Week 10.
I think Atlanta came in averaging, 33 points per game, and they held them to 15. That's a massive deal for them. And here's the thing. When you look at the Eagles and you say, okay, how are they getting it done? I think great leadership and great production at all 3 levels of the defense. Fletcher Cox on the D-line, Jordan Hicks at linebacker, and Malcolm Jenkins in the secondary.
Opponents averaging 17.8 points a game against him. Top 5 in the league. Amendola's got it. Complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. And they're just a couple of yards shy of a 1st down here on 3rd down. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So completion on 2nd down, that brings up 3rd.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's got Bennett. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Have we yet met a receiver that wasn't excited about getting a chance to play with Tom Brady?
Absolutely not.
And Martellus Bennett bringing his considerable skills to New England now. Going to hook up with Mr. Brady for another completion here.
Yeah, 90 catches a couple years ago in Chicago, 53 last year for Bennett.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Brady to throw on 3rd and 1. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And a gain there of 11 yards.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receiver. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They come out here in the eye. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski from 8 yards out. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it. And he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Now Stephen Gostkowski on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. Give him 7 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. 3rd down now following the completed pass. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Fielded just inside the 30. 35 yards that time on the punt, and the Patriots take over. We put our attention now on the Eagles' defense. Last drive, touchdown surrendered. Here, see if they can stop them.
It's always a constant battle of letting the last series go, good or bad, but especially bad. Give up a touchdown. Okay, forget the finger pointing, forget the blame. Go back out and play the defense you know you're capable of and help your team out.
And probably look to the leaders, as always.
As always. They're going to be the ones going to grab some people and say, all right, let's do this thing.
Ah, yes, Brady to Gronk. You think these two are in sync?
Without a doubt. And, look, they both understand what they can do for each other. Gronk knows if he gets open, the ball's going to be there. And Tom Brady knows what a great security blanket Gronk is. When all else fails, you find big 87.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Blunt, the lone running back. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
On the crossing route, that's caught. Julian Edelman. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And Julian Edelman fell just shy of 100 yards, 99 in Week 10.
Good friend of mine who analyzes the draft always likes to use the term quicker than fast, and Julian Edelman fits that description. But I think he's become faster because of the tight ends that New England has. When you're running Martellus Bennett and Rob Gronkowski downfield and having those big targets for Tom Brady to throw to, all of a sudden, the little guy looks faster when he gets downfield, and Julian Edelman makes the most of that situation. You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away, and that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And open here is Hogan. He's got it. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
And give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for him, too.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll make it second down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Well, they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Martellus Bennett, the intended receiver, and it's 4th and 3.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Brady escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Second down, Ryan Matthews. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. He's able to rattle off 6 on the kick. And that'll get them to 3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense. Now it's 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. It's fielded at the 45. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Patriots offense, they worked their way back out onto the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tippity-cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And he's going to find Hogan here, complete. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Oh, he trucked him. It's a gain of 20 that time. And the Pats are set up now with a 1st and goal.
Brandon, with the way things are going with Tom Brady finding Gronk as many times as he has in this game and the team is winning, you think at some point maybe even Brady will do the Gronk dance?
Well, if he does that Gronk dance, he rifles one that's intercepted. It's the line.